This little bad boy right here is packed with features, and one of them is something I have never seen before. How's it going, guys? Welcome to DIY Time. In this video, we're going to look at the Lokithor AW401. I'm not even sure what to call it. The company that makes it calls it Jump Starter, but this is a 5-in-1 device that features a jump starter, air compressor, battery bank, emergency light, and a water pump. Yes, you've heard that right. It has a water pump. More on that a little bit later. There are also a couple of other small hidden features as well, so I'm not sure what would be a good name for this thing. Emergency power station, maybe? So the feature that caught my attention was the water pump. See, I like to go camping a lot, and very often I do primitive camping. And when I say primitive, I mean an uninhabited island in the middle of nowhere type of camping without any water or electricity. And out of all things, shower is usually the one we miss the most. Everything else we can live without a bit easier. With Lokithor, you can use water from a bucket or even a clean lake to wash your hands, food, dishes, wash your car, water your plants and flowers, or even take a shower. You can also let your pets or children run wild in the dirt or sand on the beach and just hose them down before letting them back in a car. I will also use it for spraying off my kayak and fishing gear after using it in salty water. The sprayer has a convenient lever that allows for hands-free operation. Intake hose has a metal mesh filter to protect from large debris entering and clogging up the water pump. It goes into your water source. The other hose has a sprayer with 8 different nozzles. It is rated for up to 150 psi, which should be enough for camping or doing some work off-grid or at construction sites. Other features are mostly car-related. If your battery died, you can jumpstart your car with strong 2500 amps booster. It can handle up to 8.5-liter gasoline and 6.5-liter diesel engines. I tested it on my 4-liter V6 gasoline engine, and it started it right up. Speaking of hidden features, you can actually measure the battery voltage, which can tell you if there is anything wrong with it. With jumper clamps connected to the battery, turn on the device and then press power button once to enter voltmeter mode. The second hidden feature. If you need to force jump start your car, you can press and hold bar/PSI button for 5 seconds to activate force start mode. I wish both of these features were not so hidden and had their own dedicated buttons because they are quite useful. Otherwise, unless you read the owner's manual or watch review videos like this one, you probably would never even know they existed. And let's be real, no one reads the owner's manual. Next, we've got 150 psi air compressor. That should handle any car, truck, motorcycle or bicycle tires, or sports equipment using included most common adapters. You can also purchase other adapters separately to inflate blow-up mattresses, kayaks, boats, and paddleboards. Strong 500 lumen built-in LED light has 3 modes. Constant on for regular use, as well as strobe and flashing modes in case you need to send SOS signal or set up a warning light. I do wish that the regular mode had dimming function though, because it is very bright and I would love to have ability to lower the brightness and use it in a tent or night, for example, or to extend the battery life when using the light. You can also comfortably work on your car if you break down or get a flat tire at night. The 20,000 milliampere battery bank has 1 USB-A, 1 USB-C, and 1 DC output, which is not a lot. I wish I had a few more charging ports to be able to charge several devices simultaneously. And having at least one 120-volt outlet would be really great for charging a laptop, but that is not an option here. Also, DC output port here is not very common, and you will need an adapter to be able to use it. That adapter, unfortunately, is not included, and you will need to buy it separately. I hope Lokithor will listen to their customers and will add things like that in the future. To recharge this power station, we've got 2 choices: 12-volt DC input from car cigarette lighter port or USB-C port. The same USB-C port actually acts as both input and output. It does it automatically, and you don't have to do anything to switch it. The build quality is really nice. Everything looks and feels nice. The overall design is pretty good too. The tool is a little bit on the bigger side, but not too big and not too heavy, which is a big plus for camping and traveling. There is a storage bag for battery clamps, cables, and adapters, but I wish it had a storage case for the whole package instead. The original box has a lot of protective foam and it is way too big to carry around with you all the time. But without the box, the tool will be bouncing around your trunk and it may get scratched or damaged. Plus, this is mostly an outdoor-oriented product, so it would make sense to have a small compact case for it that would keep everything protected from the nature. We've got convenient ergonomic handle on top, though I do wish it would lay completely flat when not in use. Instead, it just always stays up like this. Battery clamps are really beefy and well made. Probably one of the best clamps I've seen. The sprayer nozzle is probably the only part I found issues with. This chrome-plated piece is peeling off already, right out of the box. I honestly don't even know why they even bothered with chrome plating. This rubberized material on the rest of the handle looks just fine, and it is way more practical for harsh outdoor environments. So in conclusion, overall I personally really like this tool, mainly because of the water pump feature. Everything else you will find in every other power banks and jump starters. I think Lokithor AW401 was designed first with outdoor enthusiasts in mind, and in that regard, they did a great job with it. I do wish it had a few more ports, adapters, and carrying case already included with your purchase, and hopefully they will do that in the future releases. The price may vary over time, and if you're interested, you can check out the current price at the link below. I will also try to include any coupons or discount codes if possible. So this is basically what you can expect from Lokithor AW401. And I hope this video will help you to make educated buying decision.